under their cares.
Gonna take a little rip up the coast. Just a little evening, get the head straight run. I got 73 miles worth of gas left. Let's burn it. We'll burn it up. Churros. So this Milwaukee 114 is a ripper, and they're up to the 117 now, and now they got a new 121 variable valve timing bike. That's really cool. But closed visor, but even the stock 114's just a great runner. I gotta watch my speed on the coast highway here because the speed limit's only 55. And it's just too easy to go ripping, and sometimes the highway patrol hide up here and stuff, but on the weekends it's really busy with tourists, so it can get real dangerous. So you just gotta, if you maintain the speed limit and keep an eye out, it's fine for the most part. But I just did a bunch of maintenance on this bike and I wanted to get a rip on it and see how it goes. So new tranny fluid, new primary fluid, new oil filter, I redid the clutch cable, clutch adjustment, spark plugs, tighten the battery connectors, check my chain tension because this one has a chain drive on it. I did that after my belt broke, and it's just been, everything's been behaving really good. It's running really smooth. No rush today, I'm just cruising. I got the passing lane open, but dude, the weather's so perfect and nice. Hey, what's up? The weather's so perfect and so nice. I'm just cruising, staring at the ocean. I'm absolutely in no rush whatsoever. The bike just loves to cruise. Low RPMs. It's just fine. Power band on this bike though is at higher RPMs, but it'll cruise at the low RPMs just fine. Let's see what else is going on. I just got done doing service calls, so I just wanted to come and relax for a minute. The GoPro 12s should be coming out in September. I know DJI just had the Action 4 come out, which is, if you're just doing YouTube videos, you don't need crazy specs on a camera. YouTube is going to compress your film down. You can make it look clear on there. Like, I've had really good luck. I think your smartphone, like I'm on the Apple platform. I mean, all of the Apple ecosystem, and I love it because I like the simplicity of it, even though it's got its hands tied compared to some of the Windows stuff. But the iPhone, most of my videos are filmed, so I'll film, edit, and post right from my iPhone. You don't even need a computer. Sometimes on the motorcycle videos, I'll use the GoPro, I'll use the iPhone, I'll jump on Final Cut Pro and try and tinker with some editing. But you can film in high resolutions, but you know, everything I post mostly goes to YouTube. I'm not a professional, and YouTube is going to compress it down. You can make it look nice on YouTube. You can make 2.7K look killer on YouTube. And there's rumors that YouTube, if you don't get a membership in the future, they might only let you post at 1080p, which is it's fine. It looks 1080p on YouTube looks killer. So yeah, it's the action camera wars are going. You got the Insta360s, you got the DJI, and then you got the or DJI. Did I say G? I meant to say J. And then you got the GoPros. I've been on the GoPro platform since GoPro 3, and I've dealt with all the issues and freeze-ups. The GoPro 9 boned me good. I got to do the demo on the Pan America before it was released up at Alice's restaurant in the Redwoods. And I had some really, really good video. And the GoPro crashed. It was a 9. And I think it was the way I was doing my battery in there. See, look, there's High Patrol right there, looking for speeders. And there was a wreck right there yesterday too, in that same location. A bad wreck. So it was the way I was using the media mod. Pardon me, it was before I had the media mod and I was using the microphone adapter. And I had an aftermarket battery cover that wasn't holding the battery in correctly. That's what I found out it being, and the 9's been good ever since. I got the media mod, started using it, and it worked flawlessly. And then I also have the microphone adapter and the OEM battery doors, and the 9's been working good. This is being filmed on a GoPro 11, and the GoPro 11 has been absolutely flawless for me. And what I've heard too is you've got to get good SD cards for your GoPro, and the problem is there's a lot of bootlegs on Amazon. So you think you're getting the SanDisk super duper 256 SanDisk memory card, but it's a pirated card that looks like a SanDisk, and then the GoPro will not behave. I've read that on articles and stuff. They'll get glitchy if the SD card's not right. That's a big deal. But that's about the two main things I had to chat about. Other than that, I'm just listening to the bike. All right, my low fuel gauge came on. That's good. Showing that I got 42 miles left of range when the light comes on. So it should be about a gallon of gas. That's another reason I kept my motor stock. All I've done to this bike, performance-wise, is I have the two Screaming Eagle fuel tuners. I think one's an auto tuner, and then I forget what the other one's called. And then I did the exhaust. I did the Cobra El Diablo, which has a bunch of baffles in it, and that's why it's not loud, but it provides back pressure. And I didn't lose any performance of what this stock motor is. And I know you can trick these motors out and get crazy horsepower and torque numbers, but the stock one works good for what I do. I'm not a racer or a ripper. So I'd prefer to have the gas mileage for my longer trips. I can still go fast enough, and if I can't pass in a crazy spot, then I don't pass. I just enjoy the ride. And as I'm getting older, I'm trying to enjoy the rides more than just going from point A to point B. And it's usually because we don't have enough vacation days, right? So you want to do your trip like Sturgis or whatever. Like I usually get home from Sturgis in 2 days. I usually try to go from Sturgis to West Wendover. I'll just do the dirty, rotten Highway 80. Get a downshift. West Wendover, and then from West Wendover, I'll just drive out to Santa Cruz. And I've done it all the way from Evanston. I've done Sturgis to Evanston, Wyoming, stay the night at Motel 6, and then do the 900 miles all the way home in a day. But last year I got rained on up there right when I got to Evanston, and I rode over that whole pass from Evanston into Provo. Just monsoons. It was brutal. Boots got wet, but I had a second pair of shoes, and that helped out a ton. See, look, everyone's trying to pull out and do their thing. Put my high beams on. And yeah, so usually you don't have enough vacation time, so you're grinding your ride. You're not checking stuff out, seeing all the sights. Just trying to slow it down a bit on my long trips. It's a great day for tourists today. Lots of tourists at the beach. I love seeing that. It's summertime. It's August. I think the kids got to go back to school. They get next weekend off, and then they're back in school already. Summers go by quick for these youngsters these days. We had it made in the shade. We didn't have to go back to school until after Labor Day. So school would start on that Tuesday. Yeah, appreciate that. Nissan, thank you. Let's see what else we got going on here. Right, not too bad. Ooh, you can come up here, you see how windy it is. It's been so flat on the surf. It's been a really flat summer for waves. You can see with all the wind, there's a couple out there. Scott Creek trying. It might be in the morning. There'll probably be something to surf. Look at that pull, uphill pull, 5th gear pull uphill. Bike's running like a top. Kind of stoked. Into the wind too. It's windier than hell. Seagull's getting the free ride. Oh, you know what? I bet at Waddell, I bet you they're kite surfing the shit out of that thing today because there's so much wind. It should be a kite surfer marathon. Well, let's tune in when we get down there. Come around the bend, we should get a good view of them. What's amazing is how fast they go with the kites. It's really cool. Like that dude there is hauling ass. Woo, hydrofoil. So they hold the little sails with the hydrofoils too. It's not a kite. That's really cool. He had his hood up to make a sunshade. That was freaking cool. Good work, buddy. There's all the mountains that washed out during the winter from all the rain. It was like 100 little waterfalls right here. To the gas station. I hope the gas station's got gas up here. Road repairs from the winter storms. Smart adventure riders going for the shortcut. I'm just cruising today. I'm gonna stop up here at the gas station anyways. No rush. What's the name of your ride today, bro? No rush. Oh, I adjusted my clutch. It's so much better. Here we go. good. I made it to the gas. The bike's warmed up. I can check my oil level now that the bike's hot. Oh yeah, there it is. Running good today. Loving it. There's a brewery. I service that place. Oh yeah. $59.9, so $5.60 a gallon. You got 2 gallons in there. Come on. Pump's acting. Just cruising at 80. She's so happy. So what's it been? Two or 3 years since the fire? And the undergrowth is starting to get green. The dead trees are dead trees. Nothing you can do about that. Those weren't redwoods. Those were pine trees. The redwoods are starting to grow back. Check out the kite surfers coming back the other way. If you were on the bike with me right now, you would smell the seaweed. Look at these guys ripping. Right there, riding that wave on the kite surf. Killer. Cool stuff. So another thing about redwood, you see all the timber up there to get milled? Uh-oh, pelicans. Redwood is termites don't eat redwood. So they're absolutely termite repellent. So if you frame your house out of redwood, termites won't eat your studs. Little NorCal's tip of the day. But because of the fire, they've been able to harvest all this redwood. Whereas before you'd have to get a permit, right? And it's probably super limited, but so much of it needs to be cleaned out of there from the fire. It's a boom town. Big creek, yep, there's all the 2x4s. Redwood, and it's probably at a premium price right now too, which is killer. I wanna roll and bogey with you. I packed this bowl for two. You guys know that song? That's what I'm listening to. it with you. I've been doing so much road work. These dudes right here have been doing, yeah, they got their little digger up there, and they're trying to keep this piece of the highway from dropping off into the ocean. Yep, right there. So they're like fortifying all these, getting all these water runoffs tuned up, because it took a beating last winter. There he is. Woohoo! For the gram. Scooter pooter. Yeah, the red scooter. All right, little kite surfer out there. Got a full tank of gas in the world up my ass. Turn be the first, don't be the last. Got the world up my ass. Society filling me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Ooh, we're gonna get some new pavement right here. Shoo, sweet. Roadhouse. Free live music. Now we're talking. End of 40. Speed limit, double nickels.